being wasted and dry leaves being thrown away are some common things we do in our everyday life. We don't pay much attention to this, but it has a huge impact on our planet. It's time to take action and do something about it.
Hello everyone, I'm Nidhi R. Reddy, a fellow of YCCSP Cohort 2 and was a student coordinator at Cohort 4. As you saw earlier, food and agricultural waste management is a huge problem everywhere. It is a huge problem in every school as well. And we, identifying this issue, created our project, Food and Agricultural Waste Management.
The first and the foremost thing we did was to hand over our physical copy of the action plan to our principal Anita ma'am and seek her permission and blessings to start this project. Our next milestone was to have a meeting with our teammates in which we elaborately explained our action plan, how we would go about it, and some rules and regulations we had to follow. And now it was time to ask the students of grade 7 to join their hands with us by conducting a collection drive. This collection drive helped us gather more than 40 coconut shells and a lot of peels. Now, you might be wondering what we did with all these shells. Well, it's a whole journey. Let's dive into it. Our first task was to convert these coconut shells from an unfinished form to a form in which it can be used to make products out of it by doing the following steps. We first started by removing the husk from the shells. And then we sanded them to give it a commercial finish. We cut the coconut shells and leveled them. I'm also glad to mention that we haven't used any machines throughout this process. All the work has been done manually, which makes our products zero carbon emission ones. By now, you all would have understood that we'll be making products by upcycling these coconut shells. We have made a few products that will be used around the school, and we will also be selling these products to generate revenue for our further activities. Presenting to you all our first product, springing shells. We wanted to show everyone a more sustainable alternative of a plastic hanging pot. This is what led us to this idea. This product also spreads awareness by its visual attraction. It shows everyone how they can use something that is commonly discarded at their houses to create something new. How many of you like having small pots on your study desk or around your house? It adds so much more liveliness to a place, right? Well, most of the pots are made out of plastic. Tackling this issue, we made our second product, cocoa pots. These pots are made by upcycling coconut shells and can be used as succulent holders due to their size. How many days has it been since you all saw a sparrow? Living in cities, we all would have noticed that these small birds are disappearing. Trying to solve this issue, we created our next product, Bird Feeding Cradle. This doesn't only provide the birds with food, but also spreads awareness about the vulnerability of these small birds. One thing that is common in all classrooms is the chalk and the duster. But most of the time, these chalks are stored in a plastic box and the dusters are made up of plastic. To make a better alternative for this, we created our next product, Eco Chalk Case and Duster. A special thing about this duster is that it is made by upcycling the coconut shells but also upcycling old blankets. This blanket is an exact replica of the lambswool or the felt sheet of an actual duster. On the day of Valentine's, under the hashtag Nature for All, we distributed the planters which were made among the school faculty, spreading the love for nature. Everyone conveyed their love for this product and also were inspired by this idea.
By doing this, we achieved the first objective of our action plan, That was to upcycle the coconut shells and make new products out of it. Our second objective was to convert the dry leaves and the food waste from our school into compost.
We developed this prototype for our biodigester under the guidance of Dr. Biswajit sir and the mentorship of Somali ma'am. And now it was time to set up our biodigester. We made holes on the lid for air circulation and on the bottom for the drainage of the leachate. We then cut out the plastic neck to fit it in the drum. With all our teammates, we started setting up the biodigester. We added jelly or small rocks as the base layer of the drum. And then we placed the plastic net. We added a layer of jaggery to accelerate the process of decomposition. We have added almost 4 kgs of leaves that were collected from around the school into this drum. And then we added a layer of compost maker and repeated this process. After this was done, our biodigester was set up. After 2 months of setting up the biodigester, the compost was finally ready. Here is a clip of us taking out the compost. The compost, which we had made by decomposing the dry leaves from our school premises, was used for the plants around the school. We will also be selling this compost to generate revenue for our further activities.
This is how much leachate we have collected from the compost.
We mixed 1 part of this leachate with 10 parts of water and gave it to the plants in our school.
Climate change is a vicious cycle. One thing leads to another. It's all about the better choices we make. Let us all be wise and take more sustainable choices. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our principal Anita ma'am, Dr. Biswajit sir and Somali ma'am for their continuous guidance and support throughout this journey. Thank you.